Hey, Dr. Dave here for another episode of this show without a title. Maybe by the time you see it, it'll have a title. My wife is over here. She's going to the, no, she's gone now. She's outside. She's going to the garage to get some luggage. Kids are going on a trip. I'm getting rid of them. I mean, they're getting to go have some fun. And if you hear some background noise, it's just the all four of our kids and my wife, 5 kids, would that be? In this small apartment. A couple of them are in the living room doing a video or watching a school video. And so what I want to tell you about today, me and my wife went to a homeschool used curriculum fair the other day. In other words, it's a place where all these homeschool parents, usually moms, I don't think I saw a single dad. Yeah, I just now thought about that. I was the only dude at the whole place. This whole Mr. Mom thing I'm doing and being the homeschool dad, if I weren't married, there's a big field out there of homeschool moms. But I digress. So we went to this youth curriculum fair, and basically what happens is all year long, these homeschool parents, they do school stuff, and then once a year they try to sell it or pawn it off on the rest of us. And it's actually a good thing, though, because we've got some good stuff. I'll be honest with you, though, it looked like some of them have been saving homeschool stuff for forever, and they had like full garage sale size tables of nothing but school books. So I figured I'd tell you some of the stuff we got. Not this is just my water. And oh yeah, before I forget, on the other side of the camera is my son Abishai. He's my new cameraman, and part of our, Abishai, what do we call this, homeschool videography class?
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, if you want to, you can pan it around and show yourself. Hey, that's Abishai. Alright, so here's some stuff I got. And the neat thing is, at these homeschool things, almost always, they have a free table, and some of the best stuff is on the free table. It's stuff they just want to get rid of and don't even want to sell. And so, I usually veer straight to the free table first. So I got this little notebook, Stay Inspired All Year Long with your 2016 calendar. The reason I grabbed it, not because I need to stay inspired, I do plenty of that on my own. Some neat stuff in here. And actually, I got some, I'm going to get some ideas out of this for a future publication of my own. I picked this up off the free table, the human body. And so right now, me and the boys are studying the human body with one of those coloring books. And that's pretty cool because the kids get to color all kinds of body structures, and we learn about each one. And this is pretty cool too because it's very similar. It's a coloring book, but it also has crossword puzzles and fill in the blanks and everything about human anatomy and physiology. And so if nothing else, when my kids graduate homeschool, they will know how to take apart the human body and put it back together again. And as young boys, they'll also learn neat little things like where babies come from. Actually, where babies come from, and color it with colored pencils. And so how many kids get to do that? Also found this cool book on the free table called Insides Out. It's another anatomy book. I really liked it because it has actual real pictures. Let me find you a good one. Actual real pictures of body organs and stuff. See, there's a human heart. So I thought that was pretty cool. The boys will love that, at least until they're old enough to where we can actually let them go see an autopsy. How to report on books. This is pretty cool because it has all kinds of worksheets on how to do different types of book reports. The reason I really like this is because both boys are doing their own blog, and a lot of times they review books. And so what is a book review other than a book report? In school you call it a book report. As an adult, I call it a book review, which means book publishers send me books for free to review. I mean, how's that much better than school? All right, Race to the South Pole coloring book. This is pretty cool. This isn't for the kids. This is for me. And also my friend Stretch in California. I'm going to color some pictures and send them to him. South Pole would actually probably be something me and him would enjoy doing together. Got one of these neat, nifty pads for the 2 little ones that are learning how to write. I love this pad because when they learn to write the letters, they can go above the middle line up towards the sky, like with the capital letters. And they can go below the middle line, for lowercase letters. And there's a ground right there. And that way, when we're explaining letters that go underground, like G and Q and letters like that, it's kind of fun for the kids to actually see and look like, wow, that is under the ground. And, we draw worms and stuff down there with it. It's kind of cool. Here's another book that I got for me. Leif the Lucky. It's about Leif Erikson, the Viking, and, one of my peeps. And so this one's for me to go in my Viking book collection. Got this, the Timeline book. Now this is pretty cool, and it is an almost completely blank book. But what it is, it's a timeline. One of the hardest things I've found about teaching history to my kids is that they have trouble placing certain events in the course of history where they occur in relation to other events. And so we put them on the timeline, and they see that, oh, wow, that, the battle in the movie 300 occurred so much longer before Christ was born, and things like that. So it helps them to kind of put that in place. Here's a series of books, a series of kids' fiction books that are all based on math principles. Like this one's pretty cool, High Noon. And for instance, there's a picture in here of a wagon. Let me see if I can find it for you. And what it does is it actually teaches math principles in relation to a little fictional story. And it makes math a whole heck of a lot interesting, but it also answers that age-old question that all kids ask: when in the world am I going to use this in real life? Well, in this book, you'll learn that if you go back in time to the Wild Wild West, you can use your math in real life to measure wagons. Boom. Now, the gem, the gold that we found at the Homeschool Curriculum Fair was on the free table. This unopened Mickey Mouse Chia Pet. I mean, how awesome is that? And to be honest, perfectly honest, yes, this is for me, not the kids. But that was on the free table. We got this neat, nifty chart, facts about our 50 states, and it has on the back everything about the states. The proper abbreviation, the capital, nickname, state bird, state flower, all that good stuff. My wife picked this up for the younger ones. It is a reusable sticker pad. They love these things because, see, you have a scene right here, and that looks like a nice, peaceful, serene farm scene. And you'd think, well, they should use farm animals on that. No, I think we might use these on the farm scene. Because, it'd be like a whale wolf and a sharktopus and neat, nifty animals like that. And fun stuff. And then I bought this book for me as well. Cheaper by the dozen. You've probably seen the movie. There's a much older movie that is actually really good. You've got the newer one with Steve Martin. But I thought the book would be really interesting. And interesting thing also, when I bought it, the lady said, just if you're planning on reading this to your kids, just beware. There's a lot of cuss words in there. And, that's not a problem because when I'm reading books to the kids, I usually just gloss over those or make up my own neat, nifty words. And but I was thinking, man, if you had 12 kids, I'm pretty sure there would be a lot of cussing in the house. And mostly from the parents. And so that seemed pretty normal. So this is Dr. Dave. You can always find me at drdavidpowers.com. If you want to know more about our weird family and how we do homeschool, traveling, when I'm speaking at conferences, things like that, just be sure to get in touch. Feel free to call. Thanks.
Yeah.